Hi, AT from CNC at Home. We did the dragon thing on a piece of paper, so that turned out pretty cool. I put it on a piece of colored paper and that looked really nice. I also noticed that if I put it up against something colored, or not colored, but if they backlit like that, it's like, it kind of looks cool too. I have some smaller task lights like this that I can adjust different brightnesses, so I can turn it on and I can make it dimmer, I can make it brighter. And it has a diffuser built in, and that slides in through the top here. The nice thing about it is it's designed with a little bit of extra room. So I should be able to take this cardstock and slide it in there. Of course, this one's too big. What I want to do is measure up the size of this diffuser and then make a template and reburn the dragon on a new piece of paper. So I'll just pull the diffuser out, grab my little handy dandy measuring device, and it's 90 millimeters tall and 125 millimeters wide. Easy enough to do. What we'll do is go into Lightburn and we'll just make a quick template. We'll throw the dragon on there, size it up, burn it on the laser. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let's go into Lightburn. Now that we're in Lightburn, what I want to do is start out with a rectangle. I just come to my rectangle tool and I make a rectangle. I will unlock the aspect ratio and I will make the width 125 millimeters and the height 90. And go ahead and lock that back together. I'll throw that into the lower left corner. Let's zoom in on that. Zoom out just a little bit here. And that's really all we need to do. What I'd like to do is add a little tab to the top of here to help pull that in and pull it out or push it in, whatever. So let's go to our oval tool and we'll just make an oval, some random size. About that looks good. And we'll take it and we'll move its center down to 90 because we know that's the height of our rectangle. And I will select, well, first I gotta go into my selection mode, select my rectangle, and then I will line that up left and right. So that's right where we want it to be. So what I'd like to do is take these two shapes and I want to add them together. So I'm going to choose the weld option. Now we have our rectangle. We have a nice big fat tab on the top. I'd like to clean this up a little bit. I want to put a little radius on these corners. Let's zoom in here so we can see it. I'll go to my radius tool. It's already set to 1 millimeter. That's what I want to have. Okay. Now we've got our radius on there. We can set our burn parameters. We'll go to our layers, our library, got our 0.27 brown. We'll assign that to our layer. Should be good to go. We do want to get our dragon on there, so let's go ahead and go to the library. We're in dragons. Let's drag this onto our project. It does look a bit on the big side, so let's make it, I don't know, 70%. See if we can get that centered up in here. Oops. Let's just, I know exactly where the position needs to be. It needs to be 45 high, or 45 wide, right? No, not wide. 45 high. And then half of 125. We can just type that in, 125 divided by 2. Right button. Look at that. That looks pretty good, actually. It's fitting in there real nicely. If we go to preview, we'll do a quick play. We'll notice that it's burning the dragon first. and then it burns the outside of the template. The reason it does that is because how we have the optimization settings set up. We go under here, one of the options is cut inner shapes first, and that is selected. Because we have that selected, it will cut the dragon first, then it will cut this outside edge. If we wanted to make sure that it was doing that, we could always take this, put it on a different layer, and then force that layer to be second, because the other thing that we have on here is that we are burning an order of layers. So it would go this top layer, then the next layer. So that's another way we could guarantee that. We would have to assign our parameters up here, but not a big deal. When we do look at the preview, we see it's going to take just over 2 minutes to do this burn. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and put this over on the laser and see how it comes out. That seemed to burn out pretty nicely. I put it in my task light. Check it out. This worked out really well. If I turn the brightness up, you see it's really bright. I'll get it in close, let the camera adjust. But this looks really cool actually in person. I don't know if I turn the lights out here if it would really look as nice, but it's just a little accent, and we've got the little dragon. I've done a couple other of these. Let me put those in so you can see what they look like. Here's another one that I did. It's an image of a griffin. That worked out pretty well. There's a couple things I had to adjust similar to the dragon so they wouldn't fall out. That turned out pretty cool. I've got one other one. Let me grab that, throw it in here, and show you what it looks like. Some of you longtime viewers might recognize this. It's a horse image that I've used before on the channel. It's kind of neat. This is something that I did probably 25-30 years ago. I had a paint by number kit, probably gifted to me, and I started painting on it. I was bored one day and I just started with color number 7, whatever color it was. And I went in and painted everything that was that color, and when it was done with just that one color, that's what I was left with. And I thought to myself, I'm done. This looks really awesome. So I scanned it and I've kept the picture ever since. And I've used it on a few other projects and it worked really well for this. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the content of our channel, think about subscribing, as that really helps us out. Enjoy doing your CNC at home projects.
Oops.
Are you freaking kidding me? Really? Am I on manual focus again?